your sabers to the beat now. Yeah, feel the pulsing in your feet. Yeah. Lights are flashing brightly up, down, sideways. So feel the rhythm, baby, feel the rhythm.
Hey everyone, welcome to GLM Animations, and obviously you clicked on the video for a reason if you saw the title. Today we are doing an interview with DHeusta. For those of you who don't know who DHeusta is an electronic music artist, and he makes music based off of games like Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and the Ink Machine, Undertale, and a variety of other games. And he's also created his own music. And for those of you who are still sitting there like, DHeusta, I heard of that name before. DHeusta has also helped other YouTubers out, like CG5, and he's also helped another YouTuber out, and this is probably what he's most famous for. His help with Dawko in making Darkest Desire, Into the Pit, To Be Beautiful, Count the Ways, and their newest song, Fetch, which you should definitely go check those out. I highly recommend all those songs, and I'll leave a link in the description for all 5 of those songs. Now that I filled you in on who DHeusta is, let me talk about what happened to get to this point. So, one day I was in a voice call with a friend, and I told him, hey, wouldn't it be interesting if I tweeted out and tagged DHeusta and I said, hey, would you want to do an interview sometime? And he said, oh, that would be kind of cool. You should see what happens. So I decided to tweet it out, and it was around 10 p.m. on Valentine's evening. And let me actually pull up the tweet. So here's the tweet. It just says, hey, DHeusta, anytime you're available, would you like to do an interview? So I posted that at around, according to Twitter, about 10 o'clock in the evening, and not expecting a response like right away, obviously, because he's a busy guy, and it was late. So, anyways, and then I get a notification. I wake up to a notification from around midnight, and he actually left a response like almost immediately. Like it was only a 2-hour difference. And he said, I'm definitely not against the idea, but DM me so we can talk about the details. With him being one of my biggest YouTube influencers, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually get to do this. And so that afternoon, I slid right into his DMs right on Discord, and we talked for a good 30 minutes or so, just about the stuff and everything. And he said, feel free to ask any questions. Just be ready for me to possibly not answer some of them due to surprises and everything. So I said, okay, that's totally fine. I even sent out a message to my Discord members and I said, hey, this is happening. And I asked them, if you guys want to ask questions to him, ask me the questions and then I'll ask them to him. That's basically what happened within the week leading up to the interview. So yeah, I'm just going to shut up and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the interview. But hold on, wait. Before I pan away to the interview, make sure that you guys leave a like on this video, and if you're a new viewer, make sure you subscribe. We're only 30 subscribers away from 200. That's going to be a huge milestone for sure. And yeah, enjoy the video, you guys. Hey, how's it going?
Hello. What is up?
Oh, not much. How are you?
Good. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I actually just got out of school, so that was like perfect timing.
Oh, good. There we go. Well,
Oh
man.
man.
Thanks for letting me come on. And
yeah, no problem. I'm very, very honored to do this. I've been listening to your music for like over a year now because I started listening to it about when the pandemic started settling in. I was like, oh wow, this is like some really good music.
What started you on my what was the first song that was like, oh, I need to listen to more?
I think it had to be Ultimate Fright. I heard Ultimate Fright and I was like, oh man, this one is good.
That was a fun one. I do remember making that one.
Yeah,
What's
for
sad
sure.
is that was my first song that I had commissioned, or that somebody commissioned me for, and so I couldn't I can't let people use it because it's not actually technically my song. So.
Oh, okay.
I did.
Huh. Oh, okay. So just before I start, I just wanted to clear something up real quick. So
Okay.
I don't plan on asking you about anything to do with your work with Dawko, about like any
Okay.
upcoming Fazbear Fright songs or anything. Like I know obviously some people are like, "Where's the Lonely Freddy song? Where's Out of Stock song?" I'm sure people are
They do
like that.
ask a
Don't.
lot.
So yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna ask anything about that.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
I mean, I don't want it to bother me anyways. If you did, if you wanted to,
I mean, it's
I'll
totally up to
answer
you.
what I can.
It's totally up to you.
Okay.
Okay, so let me look on my list here. I have a little short list of questions. So let's see. So the first question that I have is what was your most favorite song that you've ever written?
Oh man, the one that I had a blast with was probably Save Me or Turmoil because man, what's funny is Save Me, it's for Glitch Trap and it's from his perspective, but I actually made that song with the lyrics in mind about about me, what I was going through in the moment, just my thoughts and how chaotic they seemed at the time. And so when I pretty much finished the lyrics, and I was like, dude, this fits perfect for Glitch Trap.
Right.
And so I rearranged some lyrics for that to fit it a little better. But yeah, that song was like, it didn't take very long to make. I think it took a couple days, and it just flowed really quick. And that's probably why that one's done so well on my channel compared to all the other songs.
Yeah.
Um, and Turmoil is another one I really liked as well. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Turmoil is definitely up there in my top 3 for sure.
Oh, good. There you go.
Yeah,
That's
Turmoil's
good.
up there. Save Me I thought was really good as well.
Thank you. Yeah,
So,
Turmoil. That one, it was fun because it was so unique, just different. Um, a lot slower compared to my other stuff, and just compared to other FNAF songs that people have made. So,
mhm.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, those are definitely up there as some of my favorite songs that I've heard so
I
far.
wouldn't
So,
mind asking you though, why are those your favorites?
ooh man, I just really
That helps
like.
me.
No, it's okay. No, yeah, I really, and like you said, the save me like just really flowed so well, and that's what really got me.
Nice. Okay.
That one was up there, and then Turmoil, I just really liked how it hit and everything. It was just so
When it
good.
drops in the chorus.
Yeah.
I like, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are so yeah, those are definitely the reasons. Let's see.
I like hearing feedback on my audience, I guess, just so I know, like, cool, they like this, but they don't like this. So this is what I need to do for next time. Just keep getting better and better.
Right. Yeah, I get that plenty as well. So okay, so let's see. So the next question that I have is who or what was your inspiration to do what you do right now?
So honestly, music in general, Zed has inspired me a lot. And funny enough, Daft Punk, who I don't know if you heard, they're broken up. One of the guys quit. So Daft Punk isn't a thing anymore. It's just so sad. But Zed, Daft Punk, Ryan Tedder from One Republic, um, man, who? Oh, Billie Eilish, Muse, definitely,
Okay.
um, and quite a few others. Other a cappella groups actually that I grew up listening to have helped just inspire me to want to make music. And so down the road, opening up more opportunities for music, I got to meet Charlie CG5
Right.
during high school. I don't know if you know that story or not.
I don't think I do. I don't think I've heard that story.
Oh, really? Well, long story short, we met in high school. I was a junior or a senior. I think I was a junior and he was a freshman. Or no, I was a senior and he was a freshman. And we met. I thought he was a weird kid. He knows I thought he was weird. But we made friends because we both liked music, and he was making original music, and I was trying to do the same thing. And at the time, I had more fans than he did on SoundCloud, so he would ask me for help or things like that. And then we tried to collaborate and make a song together, and it just didn't work out. I still have the file somewhere in my computer, and we just both laugh at it when we hear it. But I left and served a 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Argentina, and I totally forgot about Charlie. I come back, and I look at my phone, and I'm like, oh, Charlie Green. Like, dude, I haven't talked to that kid in forever. So I call him up, and as I'm calling him up, I see his Facebook, and it's showing all these songs, these FNAF songs he's been doing on YouTube that are doing really well. I'm like, what the heck is going on? You're getting millions of views. So I call him up. He's like, dude, yeah, it's been crazy. You know, if you want, I could help get you an in to the music industry in some way on YouTube and stuff, if you want. And so, yeah, I was like, I would freaking love to, because I love making music. I've wanted to my whole life. Not that I was a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's or any of that kind of stuff at first. But getting to know Charlie and what he did, it was like, dude, you know, video games are fun. I love video games. Not that I play them all the time, but I love the lore behind all that stuff. And I love making music. So it's freaking perfect.
There you go.
And so anyways, he has hugely inspired me to go into this niche the way I have. And he knows, I think a lot of people know, like, Charlie has been a huge inspiration for me in the nerdcore community. So
Okay.
and then on top of that, Divide Music has been a really big inspiration for me as well at the time right now.
That's really cool. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that story, so that's really cool.
It's a crazy one, yeah.
Yeah. And actually oh man. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, the when you mentioned the video game thing, that was actually like a perfect segue into my next
There we go.
question. So obviously when you write your music, like let's say you're planning on writing like a security breach song or something, obviously you have to like play the game so you know like the story and everything. So out of all of like the games that you've played and everything, which one did you have like the best experience like ever playing?
Oh man, that's a good question. Man, I'm a sucker for anything like 16-bit or 32-bit, like retro Super Nintendo type vibes.
Yes.
So I really enjoy. I don't know I don't think anybody's seen it. It has like 1,000 views on the channel. When I first started out, I freaking loved playing. It's called The Messenger.
Ooh, I don't think I've heard of that game.
No, and it's not super popular, but it was fun. I freaking loved it.
Okay.
And that was probably one of my favorites to play. But then I guess second to that is I love playing what games did I make? Let's see. I kind of forget. Oh, Phasmophobia. That was a fun one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't played that game, but yeah, I've heard that's a good game.
It's a scary one, but I like it. And
Yeah,
then,
I've seen.
On top of that is Among Us. That's a fun one too.
Yeah, Among Us is definitely up there. Yeah, I have yet to
The Fall
play.
Guys are my least favorite.
Yeah, I have yet to play Phasmophobia. So,
dude, if you like horror stuff, I would highly recommend it.
yeah, it was actually kind of interesting. Sorry?
Just don't play with the lights off.
Yeah, probably not. No, yeah, it was actually kind of interesting because when I was at just how my schedule worked and everything, I was at work this morning, and I was like, you know what? Since today's the interview, I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna go full out and just listen to a bunch of DHeusta songs. And literally, the first song that popped up was your Phasmophobia song.
Nice.
It's like, yes. that one was good.
That honestly was a fun one as well. I don't think composition wise, not one of my best, but it was. I loved doing the ghost chorus with like the low voice part. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a really cool part. All right, let's see. Oh, perfect. Okay, so this one actually goes back to what you were talking about with with Charlie. So obviously you've worked with different artists in the past. Like obviously you worked with Dawko in making Darkest Desire, all the Fazbear Fright songs and everything, and then you've worked with CG5 on plenty of other occasions. So out of all of the artists though that you've worked with, who did you have like the most fun working with?
Oh, I always have fun with Charlie. Like he's just a kid to mess around with, and we
Yeah.
always goof around. So he's probably my favorite to work with, in regards to just enjoying making the song. But in regards to like outside of having fun, like enjoying working with like songs and stuff and their vocals and all that, I really like working with Divide Music.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've heard a lot of his stuff, but he's he's super nice guy. We actually Marco Polo quite a bit about audio stuff back and forth. Um, but he's good at recording his vocals, sending in harmonies, background vocals as well. Like he's just easy to work with.
Okay.
Um, and I don't, yeah, Divide Me is probably the easiest to work with so
Okay.
far.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like from all of the different like behind the scenes stuff from some of Charlie's music, it seems like you guys really have a lot of fun together.
Yes, we do. He's honestly, and I know he'll admit to it as well. Like he's like my brother. He's like my younger brother. We have a lot of fun together.
Yeah. All right. So that was the last question that I had written down. But I did when you responded to my tweet asking about doing an interview, I put
Yeah.
it up on my Discord and I said, "Hey, if you guys have any questions you want me to ask him, send them to me and I'll ask him." So, I got two questions from them.
Hey,
I got a good amount
ask
of them,
away.
but these were probably the best
Yeah.
ones. Um, so this one,
Nice.
you probably get this one a good amount. What program do you actually use to like make your music?
Oh, so I use Ableton. They just released their Ableton Live 11 update today, so I just downloaded that.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, Ableton Live 11 is my go-to program software.
Oh, there you go.
um, and it's super nice. You'll always hear Ableton, Logic Pro, and FL Studio like in the top three softwares to use.
Okay.
Um, but back in the day when music production wasn't as common, I guess it seemed super difficult to get into.
Hmm.
Logic Pro was like the standard; you had to have Logic Pro. But over time, Ableton and FL Studio, but Ableton more so in my opinion, recording and stuff, they're a lot better at it. Uh, they've gone up to the point where they're like competitive with Logic Pro and they do the exact same stuff now, if not some things better. Um, and so anybody that says you have to use Logic Pro if you want to be a music producer, that is a lie. 100% lie. They're just trying to sell you to buy Logic Pro or some Apple product. Um, Ableton, FL Studio, or Logic Pro are one of the three good softwares. Or even there's one that Divide Music is using called Studio One. So anybody that wants that that wants to make that wants to be a music producer, those would be one of the four I would recommend using.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so um
Yeah, I like your plushies in the background though. Those are cool.
oh yeah? Yeah, I had to set them up so it didn't look like so like just so bland and everything. Like
Oh, so
cuz when they weren't out, it was like it just looked so like it just didn't fit. But yeah, I got a Freddy, Foxy, Bendy, and then I just got my I don't know if you've ever heard of the meme or not. Hold on, let me get it.
what is it?
So it's called the no square plush. I don't know if you've ever heard of the
Oh yeah.
meme, but like the no don't touch me. So yeah, I like just got that in the mail like literally last week.
I did not even realize they were selling plushies for that. That's funny.
Yeah, I thought it was the funniest thing ever. When they announced it, I was like, "Oh, I gotta have that."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I got that, and then I got like a giant Cuphead plushie just sitting right there in the corner. Oh, you got
Oh,
Dawko
there you
behind
go.
you.
Dude, yeah. You gotta get the Dawko plushies before they run out.
Oh yeah, dude, I've been meaning to get those. I just haven't had the money when they like dropped right away. I was like, oh,
I know.
like
I missed out on glow in the dark one.
oh, the
I think it
puppet
was
one that he
yeah.
made. Yeah, I really wanted to get that one, but I was so short on money then. So
Isn't it coming out again? Isn't he gonna reship those or something?
I think so.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah, yeah, let's hope so. All right. And then this is just the last question, in
Okay.
general. So this one was actually sent to me from someone on my server who's a big Five Nights at Freddy's person. Like
Oh, nice.
his role in my server is local FNAF expert.
There we go. Nice. Okay, okay.
And this was probably my favorite question out of all of them. How did you come up with the idea for the Ultimate Fright? Like, what's the story behind the song?
I so I mean, the ultimate the custom night game that has all of them come together.
Yeah.
But in my head, that was my first Five Nights at Freddy's song. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And so I really wanted to make sure I got the feel right of the animatronics and also from the I guess kind of talking to the guard, like because you can throughout the song, what does it say? Um, you probably know the words better than I do. um, through the halls, like what does it say? Dang, I can't even remember
Oh
the
man.
lyrics.
Hold on.
But there's parts where it's talking about from the animatronics perspective, and I wanted to make sure the eerie, like scary, suspenseful vibe came through in
Mhm.
the song. And obviously with the animatronic like vocoder noise, I want to do that as well. But yeah, the story the story is mainly the bad guys winning, I guess. The animatronics, overcoming the guard and taking over. But I really I think that song got me into more like Save Me, where it's whispery.
Mhm.
Um, because I don't know, I loved making that heavy beat from Ultimate Fright, but I wanted it slower and Save Me. And I don't know, I always want to make sure my Five Nights at Freddy's songs are different, that they're not the
Mhm.
same, which is why I was worried to make an Ultimate Fright 2, and I haven't because I don't know, it's hard to make sequels to something that's good, that's already good.
Right.
you know?
And that's why
But
I was like so confused when people were like when I don't remember which video it was, but in one of Dawko's videos, they heard like a soundtrack and they're like, "Is that Darkest Desire too?" And I'm like, "How can you make a sequel to a song?"
yep, you're totally right. But
Um.
there definitely, as I can confirm, there's definitely a Darkest Desire 2 that's coming out. It's not going to be called Darkest Desire 2,
Okay, but it'll
but
just be kind of playing on that story from the song.
yeah. There's actually the plan is to do a trilogy. So I guess 3 songs of the Darkest Desire story.
Okay. Well, that's really cool.
Yeah. So we're working on that. I talk with Dawko all the time to um, get some more details on that. But we have 2 artists right now, or 3 people that are going to be featured in this next one that I think you guys will really like.
Ooh, that sounds very intriguing.
I guess you, but
Yeah. No, yeah, when I heard after the Fetch song came out, that one got me really hyped up for another like a Lonely Freddy type song, especially with like how creepy Lonely Freddy is and everything. I'm like, oh man, they can probably play that one real well.
honestly, I haven't seen the entire summary because usually I just watch Dawko's summary of the books
Yeah.
because it's just easier so for time.
Mhm.
Um, but from what I've seen and what I've heard as well, like yeah, like creepy, kind of like psychotic clown vibe,
Yeah.
um, is what I've gotten so far. Man, there's some really cool ideas. It's definitely going to be a unique song compared to the rest I've done,
Mhm.
but kind of like Turmoil. I think you guys are going to really like it.
Yeah, and I mean, if a lot of people really like Turmoil, so if it's something like that, I'm sure it's gonna get very like, oh man, this is great.
I hope so.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I don't have any other questions, so I mean, if you have anything else,
Oh man.
I mean, we got our Darkest Desire thing, not intentionally, but hey, there you go.
Hey, it comes out.
Yeah.
I'm just super excited to share as much information as I can about it because there's a lot of cool stuff coming in the works.
Mhm.
With Fazbear Fright and Darkest Desire. And with Charlie, we have a lot of fun projects to work on. So, that's probably the last thing I'd probably want to end on. Again, with those who are wanting to get into singing or music producing or anything like that, or even yourself, if you ever thought about doing that, um, I feel like so many of us audience members, and even myself, with those I look up to, and even Charlie at times, it's like, man, how do I get that sound? How do I make something comparable, something so good like what they do?
Yeah.
It's impossible, it seems almost at times, but it's not. All you got to do, just make sure you have you're diligent, you're persistent in learning, you're teachable, that you're humble, that you take feedback well, like you make sure to get perspectives from all different people, family members, friends, whatever, relatives, and keep looking to improve your craft, so that you have your sound, your style, whether that's singing or music producing or art or anything in art. And enjoy what you do. If it's a dream of yours to be an interviewer and interview YouTubers, that's great. If it's a dream of yours to I don't know, paint, draw, do it. But just make sure you're doing things that you're passionate about, because that's life. Life in general gets you down, and if it's no fun, you can't smile. It's hard to be happy. I will definitely say that because I've been through a lot of hard stuff recently. Um, but pursue your dreams. The majority of you guys are young, who listen to my stuff, so follow your passions. You have tons of time, and now is the perfect time to start. That would probably be the best advice I can give.
Okay. Well, thank you, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well,
do you have any questions outside of the questions you wrote down?
I don't think so. I don't really have anything else that comes to mind. So.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Well.
if you do, let me know.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to do this. This was definitely a lot of fun.
No problem. Yeah. If you have any more questions, I'd love to do it again when I have time.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Peace out.
All right. See ya.
Every fall proves to the guys that you can make it, even if you